Rahim. Dear brothers and sisters, distinguished President of the General Assembly, Excellencies, thank you very much for joining us tonight at the Pakistan mission. We all gathered here in New York to respond to the Israeli invasion being committed against our brothers and sisters in Palestine and call for an immediate halt to this aggression, to express our solidarity with the Palestinians and their just cause. The entire Muslim Ummah is outraged over Israel's use of indiscriminate and disproportionate force against innocent Palestinian children, women and men. Hundreds of innocent lives have been lost. Thousands of our brothers and sisters have been injured and uprooted. We are united in strongly condemning Israel's deliberate and systematic escalation of brutal force against Palestinian women, use of force against worshippers in Al-Aqsa Mosque within the month of Ramadan, violating the sanctity of the mosque, and Haram Sharif, the forcible eviction of Palestinians from their homes in Jerusalem and demolition of their homes, and the brutal, indiscriminate bombing of Gaza, which is continuing as we speak. It is regrettable that the Security Council has been prevented from acting to halt Israel's related aggressions, despite mounting deaths and destruction. Despite the international outrage at and condemnation of the Israeli acts and the crimes being committed against the Palestinian people, this has further eroded the credibility of the Security Council. It is a blot on the reputation of those who champion human rights and the rule of law. It has intensified the anguish and anger across the Muslim world. The people of Palestine are gratified that the OIC Executive Committee held an open-ended extraordinary meeting of foreign ministers 3 days ago to discuss our response to this latest Israeli invasion. The meeting conveyed a strong message of our united opposition to the Israeli aggression and our solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Palestine. Our permanent representatives at the UN have also issued a strong communique. In view of the analysis of the Security Council, the UN General Assembly must assume its responsibility for the restoration of peace and security. It must give voice to the global indignation of the Israeli aggression. It must respond to the plight of the Palestinian children, women and men who are facing the Israeli onslaught. I would especially like to commend His Excellency Mr. Volker Perthes, the President of the United States General Assembly, for his leadership in accelerating the General Assembly, which will meet tomorrow to consider the situation. Tomorrow's meeting of the United Nations General Assembly will be the first physical ministerial meeting at the UN in over a year. It must convey a strong message on behalf of the OIC to the international community, including the Security Council. It must affirm that the inaction is not an option in this grave crisis. The world must act to end slaughter and bloodshed of the Palestinians. This meeting should convey to Israel that it cannot continue to commit aggression with impunity. It should mobilize the international community to come to the rescue of the Palestinian Palestinian brothers and sisters that they are not alone, that the entire Muslim Ummah in the world community stands by them. At the same time, we should utilize this assembly meeting and our presence here to mobilize all possible material and humanitarian help for the suffering Palestinians in the occupied Palestinian territories, including Gaza, and those being murdered and killed by racist Israeli gangs within Israel itself. Palestine is the first priority of the OIC. This latest Israeli aggression is a reminder of our joint responsibility to promote a just and lasting solution to the Palestinian tragedy. Such a solution must be based on enabling the people of Palestine to exercise their right to self-determination and bringing an end to Israeli occupation of the Palestinian territories, including Holy Jerusalem. The two-state solution remains the best possible path to lasting peace in the Middle East. Our meeting at the Assembly tomorrow should be a first and decisive step in a revived effort by the OIC to secure the realization of a two-state solution through the establishment of a viable, independent and contiguous Palestinian state with pre-1967 borders and Al-Quds al-Sharif as capital.